Yeah, we're here for another episode. I'm here with my good friend Noelle, and this episode is going to be Marvel themed, I guess. We'll reveal your set in a second. So after this episode, I'm going to give one of these away. This is a Spider-Man, I guess, minifigure pack. You get 3 of them in there. You get Spider-Man, Ned, and what's her name from S.H.I.E.L.D.? You don't know because you probably never saw the movies with her.
I forgot her name.
Maria Hill. Yeah. So these are cool. They just released this, and we're going to do some Marvel sets. So I guess we'll start out by
revealing.
Yeah, let's reveal your set. So Noelle and I have been seeing all the Marvel movies lately, and that's why this is Marvel themed. We probably won't talk about it much, but we figured Marvel sets are pretty cool. So let's reveal which set you're doing.
All right, let's do this. We have an Iron Man set that I'm going to be building.
Which one is it? It's the Hulkbuster set. Okay, so this one actually is from the Infinity War series, which was like last year.
And it has Bruce Banner, Falcon, Proxima Midnight, and Outrider.
Yeah, 375 pieces. So this is not going to be, what I've learned is that this takes a while and then editing sucks. And it's going to be even worse looking at myself in this orange, but I didn't change. So yeah, good luck.
All right.
Time to open this. I'm going to be doing new Spider-Man Far From Home set. I guess this is the Hydra Man set. It has like 400 something pieces. And then I'm also going to be doing this one right now. So I guess I'll start with this one. I'll build the minifigures and then make sure you're subscribed here. I guess the information's down there, and subscribe and follow. And then I'm going to pick a winner and just start sending these out.
This is my first time ever doing Legos, so...
It's going to probably be your last if you're not particularly good at it.
So what exactly... I'm starting with 1, I'm guessing.
Yes, that is good. We are starting... That is a good starting point to start with the number 1.
And then I build 1, right? And then I move on to 2?
Well, no, I mean, you're going to be building different parts. So, like, if you look at this you ignore this part. Okay. And if you look at this section, it tells you what each bag is going to do. So at the end of bag 1, you're going to have these small pieces. At the end of bag 2, you'll have this. So you could ignore this. So you start there. So Noelle, I was thinking about this. I've known you for like 12, there we go. And she's off. So I've known Noelle for about 12 years, I think. I mean, I left, we worked in a supermarket together, but like I left at like 21, so I knew, okay, someone just died in the hallway. I met you probably at 18 or 19.
I think I was younger. I think I was like 16.
Oh yeah, because I think you left before I actually left.
Yeah, I left way before you did.
Yeah, okay, so at 16, oh my God, so that's almost 15 years. Yeah. Wow. And then we recently started hanging around recently, and we started going to the Marvel movies, and it's
basically every movie.
Yeah, and it's weird because you learn things about your friends the more you hang out with them, and like we started hanging out probably
like around Christmas time.
Yeah, like November, December. Well, you were here for when people came over in November.
Yep.
So you were here in November, and everything was perfectly fine, and we hung out. And then I guess maybe a month ago, I got in a car with her for the first time.
We're really going to talk about this?
We're going to talk about this. I feel like we need to talk about this. I've never seen the type of road rage that I witnessed in a car with Noelle.
I don't have patience for slow drivers or people who don't know what they're doing.
Or rules of the road or arrows pointing towards you when you're supposed to be going with them.
Where was that though?
That was Roosevelt Field. You drove backwards in the valet in the valet lane.
Parking lot though.
That's where accidents happen.
But it doesn't count. It was in the parking lot.
I would be even more concerned if you were driving like that on the highway and going the wrong way. I was concerned because it was a parking lot. I was very concerned. There was just zero consideration. It was literally just like making a left turn wherever you wanted.
But did you die?
Inside a little bit. I was not expecting that kind of driving, and so then I mean you've only driven once since then purposely, but yeah, you get very angry when you drive, and I'm with you as far as slow driving goes. And I thought I had road rage, but I didn't realize
Nothing compares to mine.
No, I didn't realize how bad yours was. You just have no patience for any other car being on the road. So that was like one of those revelations that you find out down the road when you've gotten into the car. Because, I mean, typically it's just like nobody cares who drives. One of us it's usually just me picking you up because you live close to the highway. So I drive to you, get you, and that's the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I learned the hard way when you started driving. I didn't even think about at the time that we started hanging out. I never, like, because, I mean, you're Brooklyn. Like, you
can't help it.
Exactly. But I don't mean that in, like, a bad way, but Brooklynites have this sort of thing. Like you were cursing at people. You were saying things that I didn't even know
We're from New York.
You were using curse words that I didn't know were curse words, but when you say it, they sound like curse words.
I need his sword. Where is his sword? Oh God, another casualty.
You'll probably have an extra one. Just keep building without it.
Okay.
Were you there before people started getting caught for stealing? We met in a supermarket working as cashiers, and I was an upfront manager. Were you there when people started getting fired for stealing?
No,
or was that after your time?
Yeah, I think I left before
Oh, you missed a good time. It was bad. I got fired for not being a snitch. Like I didn't rat anybody out, but one of the girls who got caught. So a girl got caught. This is how it started. A girl got caught. Her name was Stephanie. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. Do
I know her?
No, it's not the Stephanie you know.
Okay.
There was another Stephanie there, blonde. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. Had no business doing what she was doing because she wasn't great at math, and that was required for what she was apparently doing.
Oh yeah.
And I found out about a few people that were doing it, but I never you know what? I should have. I didn't rat her. I didn't rat anybody out, and she got caught because she was bad at math. And ultimately, she ratted me out and said that I taught her how to do it when I actually learned how to do it because she was covering for one of her other friends. That wasn't fun. So after that, they wanted me to rat people out or I was going to be fired. And luckily, I was graduating and I knew I had a job. And I was like, all right, I'd rather just leave my job. Like I just don't. I'm not going to rat people out. Granted, I'm not friends with them anyway.
But you have to work with them and see them.
No, I mean I'm not friends with them now.
Oh.
So like protecting them, would I protect them now? I mean,
hard pass.
I'm just not a rat. Like I felt weird about the whole situation. But at the same time, like at that time I was better friends with them, so I was defending them. And so she got caught, ratted everybody out. I was the only one who got fired for I guess they said poor money management for not ratting them out. And now most of them are doing nothing, and I at least have a job.
Yeah.
But I thought you were around for that time because you missed a lot.
Not.
You started working there with like 3 of your friends.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't even remember what happened really. I don't remember you guys leaving either, which is weird.
When did I leave there?
Well, you probably left when you went to college.
Yeah.
Because.
Yep, that's exactly what happened because I went to college out of state.
Yeah, I didn't. I was at Brooklyn College, so all of us actually worked there and just kept working there until we graduated, which we eventually did. So I got Mini Zendaya. So I just saw her show Euphoria on HBO. Not great. Did you see it?
No, what is it about? I read an article today that it was like getting all the buzz, but I didn't understand.
It's like she tried too hard to like not her, but like the series tries too hard to be edgy. There were a lot more dicks than I would have thought there would be in a show about teenagers. There were a lot of dicks.
Really? What is it about?
It's about a girl who just got out of rehab and
she's a teenager and she's getting out of rehab?
And she still has a drug problem.
Oh, good.
So yeah, it's basically about that, but all of her teen friends are also just having crazy amounts of sex and drugs, and I was like, I mean, if they took out the dicks and probably the drug use, I definitely see this being something that would have been on ABC Family. Like she's that demographic, and it seems like it was trying not to be that kind of show. So they really went big on this. They went hard when they started putting this shit out. I wasn't a fan. I was watching Big Little Lies, and that just happened to be on afterwards.
So who is in this show?
The only person I know is Zendaya.
Mm.
I don't know. Oh, this is a pretty cool Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man, but instead of hair...
Look at this progress I'm making.
You are. We're
Slowly.
getting there. This Spider-Man comes with his mask half off instead of hair, which is kind of cool.
So he reveals himself. So he's Peter Parker.
Yeah, I'm like a little bit hesitant about this new movie. It's gonna be like I'm excited to see it, but I just feel like that if it's exactly what it looks like it's gonna be in the trailer, I'm just not gonna be into.
We can't do any spoilers in case people
like
have
this
not
multiverse.
Have not seen Endgame.
Oh no, we can absolutely do spoilers because if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. Tony Stark dies. Tony Stark is dead, and I'm still not over it. But like, I get it.
You're not over it? How many times did I cry?
I get it. You cried a lot. You definitely cried a lot.
I cried over the death of Tony Stark.
How many times did we see it together? Twice.
Twice.
And then I saw it 2 other times without you.
You saw it 4 times.
Yeah, I saw it with you twice. I saw it with my friend Ariana, and then I saw it with Greg. So yeah, I saw it 4 times. I was really trying to help it beat Avatar.
I think it did.
It did not. It didn't come close.
You're kidding.
It's $40 million away, and I think that's going to be the end. It just dropped out of the top 10, which means it's most likely not making another $40 million. But either way, so yeah, I don't know. The new movie looks okay. It looks like it. The only thing I don't like is when they talk about this multiverse thing. I don't like the idea of like different universes where they could use that, because Spider-Man belongs to Sony, and Marvel made this deal with them, and ultimately when Sony doesn't want to renew the deal, Marvel loses Spider-Man, and that's it from the MCU, which I think Sony's going to try and fuck them like that. So I think they're coming up with this.
Before you know it, Disney will own Sony too.
Well, yeah,
because they're going to own the world.
Listen, I wish I had Disney stock because they're not doing bad.
Of course not.
They're not doing badly at all.
They get my business literally every single year because I go to Disney every single year.
Do you? Every year?
Yes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that really like that do that. My friend Michelle does that every single year. I'm not that huge of a Disney. I like Disney. I'm just not that huge of a Disney person that I'll go every year. It seems excessive.
It is excessive.
Well, I not excessive. I just don't. I'm not like what would I do there every year? They don't have new things every year.
Star Wars Land is opening.
Yeah, but I fucking hate Star Wars.
Really? So what's that about?
That's about Lego. Oh, that's a Banksy.
Really? Is that a Banksy?
That's a Banksy. She's pointing to a piece of artwork in my living room. That's a Banksy, and it's a stormtrooper holding a production camera. So it has 2 out of 3 things that I like. But yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars person. People think I say this just to make Star Wars fans mad, but the only thing that I like about Star Wars is Jar Jar. I love Jar Jar.
Do not say that out loud.
I think Jar Jar is
underrated,
underappreciated, and less racist than people are letting on. I don't think he was a racist character.
Why do people think he's racist?
I don't know. A lot of people say he's a racist character, and I'm like, honestly, I've never seen anyone of any race that looks like that. So, I don't know what the argument is. I'm defending my man Jar Jar because I really, really think he made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe his character was so absurd that's what I thought was funny, but I had no problem with Jar Jar. I think Jar Jar was a solid character. So what does Star Wars do? Every movie they need some stupid character that they could sell toys for. I think Jar Jar was a failure in that sense because I don't think anybody really liked him.
Nobody
But
liked him.
he wasn't meant to be anything but someone to sell toys. That's what they're doing with all these new droids. Like every movie they've released so far has a new droid in it. That's just for toy purposes. Everyone's sick of R2-D2, so they're creating these new droids. That's it. So I think Jar Jar was meant to be a toy, meant to be there for toys, and everyone got bent out of shape, and nobody liked him, and he did nothing wrong. He was a perfectly good character.
Oh, I gotta do the stickers now.
If this wasn't going to be Marvel themed, this was going to be food themed. In order to do this series, I bought a bunch of Lego sets, and one of them is a food. It's a food truck.
Oh.
It's a pizza truck, and I thought that was going to be perfect for us because
all we do is eat.
All we do is eat. So you've become my eating partner, my movie partner, and my gym partner because of how bad we are. And just so you know that when I say movie partner, it's dine-in theater partner. We don't just go to the movies. We go to a dine-in theater where we could order food 2 hours seat. It's a problem. It's a big fucking problem.
But it's luxurious at the same time.
Okay, but you know what? I don't need to be that luxurious all the time. I think if I'm going to go eat, I should have to get up and walk to get my food. It's becoming a big problem. For my health, but like I don't feel good when we hang out. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Very rarely do I come home from our hangouts and think I feel great.
Well, because we have terrible eating habits lately.
Okay, so let's see what we've destroyed ourselves with. So we started with the movies. We would go to the dine-in theater and eat miserably there.
Yep.
And then from there, we went to...
Cheesecake.
Yeah, we fucked ourselves with Cheesecake Factory. Now that is a problem. That place is a problem.
Well, let's back it up for a minute because we started going there because of your birthday.
Okay, so we went for, okay. But I think birthdays are
but that's what started this whole
yeah, but we should have
cheesecake every single week.
Okay, but we should have been able to say, hey, birthdays are a time of celebration. We will go on your birthday, and that is it. And instead, what happened was we are going every single week. And it's becoming a health problem.
Absolutely.
It's becoming a legitimate problem.
Because we don't know how to control ourselves.
Yes, that is exactly the problem I'm referring to. We are 2 people getting food for 15 people. And it becomes a bit of an issue.
Just a little bit.
We get 2 appetizers, full dishes, and then we get
oh, I missed something.
our cheesecake. Yeah, you're still on the small piece. You didn't even start on the
I don't want to talk about it.
Hulkbuster.
I don't want to talk about it. Cheesecake addiction is becoming a problem, but we also switched it up and we went to P.F. Chang's. And you went
Switched it up. We literally went down the block and it was just as nauseating.
We walked 10 feet to a new place.
We did. We walked 10 feet to a new place, and I felt just as bad at the end of that night because after that night,
we went to go get cheesecake.
We walked
anyway.
down the block again to Cheesecake,
and then we went to It's Sugar.
That was the same night? No.
Yes.
No, it was. It couldn't have been.
It 100% was the same night.
I'm never able to walk after. Oh well, I stayed in the car.
Right. You didn't get out. I got out.
It's a problem that I can't walk after we leave Cheesecake Factory ever.
Yeah, you sent me in to
and like,
Sugar.
It's okay, but what she's doing, she likes when I suggest we go eat, she likes to respond to my text with sabotage. Meanwhile, she's in much better shape than I am, and she's suggesting all these places, and then when I do it, it's like a big problem. So
that night got a little weird because we ate P.F. Chang's.
But you're the one that likes It's Sugar, so it got weird because of you.
Oh, and you don't like it?
No. I'm if I'm going to Coney Island, I'm getting Rita's.
To do this
ices.
took me 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Little piece.
What the hell? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Well, this is gonna be an 8-hour episode.
This goes in somewhere.
It does go in somewhere. You're getting it. You are getting it.
Hey, look, I found it.
We'll see if I can finish this before she even gets close to hers.
Guys, look. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm just not. I'm not.
Hey, look, now
We're
I
filming
connect.
on a Monday, so this is not peak timing for me to be at my very best. Oh, see, you're connecting it now. This is where things go wrong. This is where things go south.
All right, so the arm pieces have to go opposite of the two pieces here.
This is the part of this whole series that I'm going to enjoy most. The this goes part.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, I'm impressed. You did it.
I did it.
One piece down.
Oops. Yeah,
You tried.
this is going well. I wanted it to stay.
Oh, yep.
I'm breaking everything.
Yeah, you are. Just enjoy how it is and leave it.
Okay, leaving it alone.
Yeah, that's how things go poorly.
There's a show on Netflix that it's called The Big Chef. Did you see this?
Is that with
I think that's what all the Avengers are doing now.
what? What are you talking
On
about?
the show.
What are you talking about?
John Favreau is on it.
Oh, he hosts it. Gwyneth Paltrow was
Tony
in the
Stark.
episode. Oh, was he in an episode?
Yeah, and Tom Holland.
Oh, I gotta check that out. I didn't realize that he was in an episode. I know the Gwyneth Paltrow thing because she didn't even know which movie she was in. She didn't know which. John Favreau was saying that he started shooting his web series, his TV show, while they were shooting Spider-Man: Homecoming, and she was like, "I wasn't in that," and she very much was in that.
Hold on a second. So this, it shoots.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so this
Squeeze
is just...
these things. That's dangerous. Oh my God, that's not a kid's toy at all.
That went all the way across your apartment.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up right now.
No, we'll get that later, but like, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Every other piece that you were able to put in worked out fine, right?
Yeah.
And you dropped like 3 pieces. So that's how you know Lego was. Oh no. Okay, so those are yours. That's how you know Lego knew what they were doing because you dropped 3 pieces and were still able to finish this death trap.
Should we launch?
No. Because I'm the one that's gonna slip and break my neck on this later. You happen to work for one of the companies that I guess ruins my life.
Why does it ruin your life?
Because I Google a lot.
Oh.
And I've been sick a lot, and I Google. So you work for WebMD.
Yes, I work for WebMD.
Do you know the person that programs everything to link to cancer? Do you know who that is?
Do I know that person?
Like the one who decides that everything that you Google is going to result in cancer, at least one type of cancer?
I do know that we have some physicians that contribute, but I don't know them personally.
So what do you do there? You do
numbers.
Numbers? Like what kind of numbers?
Financial reporting. I could bore you with everything I do.
This comes with a rat. This is like what they put in the set for Europe. A rat eating pizza under the bridge. Do you use WebMD? Because I'm a hypochondriac.
I don't. I go to the doctor, actually.
Oh, I don't do that. I mean, you know, I've had injuries, and I just wait until things get progressively worse.
You're like, I still can't walk.
Yeah, well, that's my problem. It's like I don't go to the doctor, but I continue to freak out. And then when you do text the doctor, he laughs at you. So I just like try to save myself the embarrassment. Because I showed you what did I show you? I may have sent you a picture of my leg. My whole leg is bruised. I had a calf injury from playing sports. And I texted it to my doctor, and he's like, "You're wasting my time." My doctor essentially laughed at me through text message because...
That's why you need to go to see a doctor in person.
Well, my other thing is I like to test my doctors. So I texted him.
What do you go on WebMD first and then test them?
I went to my doctor and I said, can you tell what this is? And I sent him a picture of my bruise, which at this point was just really purple and really disgusting.
Where is this story going?
No, and he just texts me back. He goes, "It's a bruise on your leg. You're fine." He doesn't even hesitate to shut me down. He doesn't want to hear my nonsense. And that, you know what? That's the kind of doctor that I appreciate.
Well, if you're a hypochondriac, then I get it. But
you should
go to the doctor anyway.
But why? I feel like I'm going to the doctor for him to tell me what I'm doing is all that I can be doing. You know what I mean? Like, what's he going to tell me that I don't already know, other than I'm an idiot? Because I freak out about everything.
I freak out
How
about
do I still have
everything,
2 bags left? This thing is almost done.
I was at my cousin's house, and they have 4 little kids, and they do Legos. And
This is making me feel great, by the way.
And I was watching them build it, and they were doing it so fast. They were like going through all the bags really quick, and they're like, "Do you want to join us?" And I'm like, "I never did this before." So anyway, I didn't end up doing it with them because they couldn't handle how slow I was going.
And now you know how those drivers feel. Full circle. Okay, this is bad. Look how many pieces I have left over.
Making fun of me, and then look what happens.
I know. No, that's exactly what I was spending too much time shit talking you, and then I fucked up. Do you have any like weird hobbies?
You know I have a weird hobby of watching a lot of crime and investigation shows.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. I completely forgot that you're going to be a serial killer. I completely forgot. You were obsessed with murder shows.
Obsessed.
I don't get I don't get it.
No shame in my game.
I don't get it. I forgot what you were going to watch one night, but you were like, "Yeah, I'm going to go home and watch this," and then
it was Jeffrey Dahmer. It was a thing.
No, recently you were like, "Oh, I'm going to go home and watch." I think didn't you say you were going to go home and watch Greatest Showman? And then like you texted me, you're watching some murder case.
Yeah, because I discovered that on FiOS there's a whole channel dedicated to crime and investigation. It is
what's the name of the channel? It's called
Crime and Investigation Network.
Yeah, I bet the channel's called Red Flag.
It's fascinating.
That's probably not the right word. I just, if you've seen one murder, you've seen them all. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
You're obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer. Jesus Christ.
Jeffrey Dahmer drilled holes into his victims' heads.
This is a children's show, by the way.
Not anymore.
Please tell me more about his victims' heads.
He drilled holes into their heads, and he was attempting to make them zombies, actually sex zombies. So.
And is that the proven method? Drilling holes into their heads?
It failed him twice, and he still went along with it. Having hope.
Failed him in what way? That he killed them?
Yeah, that they died.
Oh, yeah. I would call that an unsuccessful trial.
Yeah, and he drilled holes in their heads, and he injected their brains with acid.
Cool. How'd that work?
They all died.
They all died? No.
What was weird, though, is like when he finally got caught, he was relieved.
That's what was weird. That was the weird part. That he was relieved that he got caught.
Well, then I also did, I don't know, the Ted Bundy movie with Zac Efron. It was great. Zac Efron was great.
I thought that it was okay. I thought what I liked about it is probably the weird part. Like you're watching it and
you see the human side of him?
Well, not even that. Zac Efron was so good in playing a character who tried to prove his innocence that you start, like if you don't know the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, like let's say you've never heard of Dahmer. Wait, are we talking about, no, Bundy, sorry.
Bundy.
If you've never heard of Ted Bundy and you watch this movie, up until the very end, you think this guy might be innocent.
Yep.
Like he did a very good job of...
I am innocent.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did a very good job of just playing the I didn't do anything role and this is nonsense role because his second life, he wanted to keep things straight with his girlfriend, wife.
It was his girlfriend.
His girlfriend. So there were parts in the movie where I'm like, he didn't do it, and I'm like, wait, no, this is based on the truth. He fucking did it.
I think I screwed up.
Uh-oh. Whenever you're ready to tap out, we can tap out. I think part of the fun with this series is seeing how far you can get before you say I have to get. I mean, you're not even 2 bags done. You'll be here all night. And it's a Monday night.
Trying to figure out where I went wrong here.
this is supposed to be lined up with those two. How the fuck is this so wrong?
So once I start something, I have to finish it.
Yeah, I'm of the mind where when you're done, you can quit. Like when you've had enough. I'm okay with quitters. I think people know their limits. I'm also at the point in my life where I've decided I just want to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So if doing something that I don't like makes me a quitter, but I will be happier, I'll quit.
Okay, so this goes face up.
I'm also at the point where like I'm doing stupid things to keep myself happy. Like remember when I took you and Greg for dinner?
Should we tell everybody about that?
I feel like we should talk about that because there's something funny about taking two Italians to
an Olive Garden?
an Olive Garden in a bad in a bad neighborhood, so it's the worst Olive Garden.
As an Italian who grew up in an Italian household, I'm ashamed to say that I actually ate in an Olive Garden. Please don't tell my family.
Yeah, but you went and...
I went as an experiment.
Okay, but that's my point. My point was I was happy to pay for that dinner because I got to see two Italians spit up Italian food. Literally spit it up at the table. It was fantastic. I don't even... The problem with Olive Garden is they try too hard to be Italian, like Hospitaliano.
Did you watch that video I sent to you?
Which one?
The one about Olive Garden. They said even the authentic Italians were like, they just take words that sound Italian.
That's what I laughed when I read that part. So
and put it on the menu.
What they do is so it turns out, and this is something they said also, was it Alfredo? Like Alfredo's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
In Italy.
It's not a thing.
But that is what they base their entire menu off. Everything is Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo, pasta Alfredo. We had pizza Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, pizza fritters. They literally just took a bunch of words that end in vowels and threw it together and called it a dish.
They were like, this sounds Italian.
And we noticed that when we sat down, and then we were watching some videos, and other people noticed that also. Like actual Italians were like, this isn't even a dish anywhere, let alone Italy. They were like, I wouldn't feed this to other humans. And so what did we order? We ordered mozzarella sticks, which I've never had a terrible mozzarella stick. There I did. The only thing that was good were the salad and the breadsticks, which I think they know is their specialty. That's the only thing they can't fuck up. We ordered the chicken Alfredo pizza fritters. You
ordered the pasta.
I ordered pasta with sausage.
No. What were those nacho things you ordered?
Oh.
The pizza pasta, I don't even know.
It was like...
pasta nachos.
It was like a pasta nacho quesadilla blob of shit that she just threw in the middle of the table. I think the waitress was actually disgusted that we ordered it.
She hated us.
I don't think we tipped her. I tipped her well.
But she knew exactly why we were there.
Well, we were there with a recorder. I have all the audio for that. I didn't have a GoPro at the time. Our next trip, there's going to be a GoPro at the table.
Who's going to this? Because I'm not.
Oh no, you already said you would if we went to the nice one in Long Island. No, it was amazing because there were three of us there. All three of us spit something out.
Then I ordered, my main dish was the best thing. I ordered chicken margarita, which which in Italy, margarita is usually like a red sauce and it comes with fresh mozzarella.
Well, wait, wasn't yours green?
Yeah, it came out. It was, first of all, the chickens were the pieces of chicken were hockey pucks. It was completely unedible. And then there was some green slob on top of it.
Okay, mine wasn't inedible except for the fact that it wasn't cooked.
Those chicken frittata bullshit things you guys ordered were disgusting.
There was one thing that came in the blob of nacho shit. Like I tasted the tomato sauce. I'm like, yeah, this is the tomato sauce this is how it normally tastes.
No.
And you and Greg were like, absolutely not. I love the Olive Garden for that.
What was the margarita that they had? It was like an Italian margarita or something.
Oh yeah, the Italian margarita, and it was really just garbage. And you're like, why is there a margarita here if this is Italian themed? And then for dessert, again, they just try to make everything seem Italian.
Oh, the chocolate lasagna.
Oh my God, I had so much fun that night.
Oh God, that was disgusting. How come you don't know who Mr. Krabs is?
Who's Mr. Krabs? Mr. Krabs is her ex-boyfriend.
The guy who's in Thor, Ragnarok. The devil guy.
The what?
The devil guy in Ragnarok.
The devil, okay. Oh, yeah. The guy in the beginning. And then at the end, yeah.
He's the same voice as Mr. Krabs, and you didn't know who Mr. Krabs is.
I still don't know who Mr.
never
You
watched
told me
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob. No. Oh, no. Oh, wait. I have, speaking of, this guy, is that this guy?
Yes, it's Mr. Krabs.
Oh, yeah, because look, I have the Krusty Krab.
Yes, the crusty. How do you not know who Mr. Krabs is?
Because I didn't watch SpongeBob, but I collect TV and film Lego. So that's why I have it, because I know SpongeBob is a big deal, but I've never watched it before.
I love SpongeBob.
I've never seen SpongeBob before.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Mr. Krabs. Something is so fucked on this.
What do you mean? It was fine before. You gotta go and touch it.
I mean, look. Only one arm is working.
But it looks
This
good.
arm's not doing a single goddamn thing.
Is it supposed to?
Yeah, I'm assuming both arms are supposed to move the same way. I mean, it's cool that you could do this. This is his stroke arm. And that's it. Look how many. These are not extras. All right, so we're done. We did it. One of his arms is working, and I'll take it. He's going to wave goodbye. This is the last time Noelle's going to be doing Lego. So yeah, make sure. I don't know what to say to end this at this point. We have a lot. You have a lot more extra pieces than you should. Oh, there goes something. This gold ring is supposed to be inside him. That's probably why this is happening. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and we will be giving away this Spider-Man set right here. So if you subscribe, once we post this episode and it's live, we're going to pick random subscribers and give them free stuff. And until next time, I mean, now I got to clean up all the shit that dropped on the floor.
All right, let's clean up.
We're done.
Done.